Like, who you kind of model your game after?
I wouldn't say I try to not model my game after anyone. I try to be original.
What's up, everybody? It's Rob Bridges. We're here live in California at the 2018 Ballislife All-American game. And to my left, we have Georgetown commit, Mr. White Obama himself, McClung. Matt, what's going on, man?
How you doing? Thank you for having me.
Good, man. Nice to finally meet you, man. Listen, first of all, I do want to explain why I call you White Obama. It's because I feel like you're the culture. Like you changed the culture in basketball this year. You really give kids hope. Like you give kids who, I mean, you know, I'm just be honest. I mean, you give white kids this. Oh, I can go out and do what Matt McClung does. Granted, you worked your ass off for everything that you've got. That's why I call you that, because you give people hope. People always say Obama gave people hope. So if I offended you, I never wanted to offend you. But I just want, that's the reason about the nickname.
Oh, no, I appreciate it. That's
cool. So the last year for you, man, it's just been crazy. I mean, talk about like life for Matt McClung in the last year. How's it been?
You know, it has its ups and downs like everybody else, but you know, I think something that really caused me to break out is just the way I attacked the season, and you know, like you said, I worked really hard, and you know, I wasn't a surprise to me. You know, I wanted this really bad.
One of your biggest accomplishments this year, you broke Allen Iverson's state scoring record. When you talked to him, what did he say about it? What did he have to say about it?
You know, when he first saw me, he was like, "What's up, record breaker," or something like that. But you know, we didn't talk too much about it. But you know, I was just grateful he you know, talked to me and things like that.
So in the same year, you broke Allen Iverson's record, Kobe Bryant scoring record. Like, when you sit back, this is your last high school event. When you sit back and sit down and say, "Wow," like, what's the biggest thing that stands out to you?
The thing with me is, like, I don't let anything stand out to me. Like, breaking those records, like, at the end of the day, that don't matter. Like, it might be cool in high school to say this, I did that, but I got way bigger goals than that. Definitely the state championship is what I'm most proud of, and everything like that. It was great to do that with the team.
Gotcha. So was this your first state championship?
First ever in history, yes sir.
Wow.
And the Gate City run, you know, it was so big because we had players like Zach Irvin and Bradley Dean and some other great players that you got to keep watching next year.
Right.
Ballislife and everything like that. They're going to be really great players.
I followed you guys run. I was watching their content every week, and that just seemed like you did something more and more amazing every single week. So just talk about like where your competitive spirit comes from, because I watch the clips, and like I see you know, you smiling, laughing, but you also have that scowling face. So talk about where your competitive drive comes from.
You know, I always had that since a little kid. I had an older sister, and we always fought. If I lost, I wasn't playing until I won again. So, you know, I think it's just something I was kind of born with, and you know, it's just something I'm grateful to have, I guess.
Right. That makes sense. So if you're in the middle of a game, somebody starts talking. Like, what's your mindset at that point when somebody starts talking during the game?
Probably that they made a mistake. I'm gonna talk right back. You know,
right.
It's not something I'm not gonna.
You're gonna talk it, back it up too. That's the thing.
I'm not gonna defer to anybody. So.
I know one thing you said when you grew up, you kind of put dunking on a pedestal. So kind of elaborate on what you meant by that. Like, so what is it about the dunk to you that makes it so special?
So when I was a little kid, like being from where I'm from, I always wanted to see that player with swag and that could dunk and had that confidence with the ball. And I was just like, I never saw it. So I was determined to be that guy, I guess.
You know, I have to bring this up. You know, last week, you know, in the dunk contest, you and Kevin Porter. The rematch is tomorrow. So I mean, what do you think about Kevin Porter? You think, I mean,
Kevin Porter, man, he's really good. He's got some athleticism that's almost just like unthinkable. So,
right.
I props to him, but we'll see how it goes.
I dig it. So we're going on record saying you're going to win the rematch tomorrow.
You just gotta stay tuned and watch Ballislife.
So since you've been here, who would you say the best players you've gone up against so far? Like one player that stood out to you going up against?
I think Kevin Porter is really good. I think some. You talking about here, or you talking about?
Oh, we're here, yeah.
Here, Kevin Porter is really good. James did really well, my future teammate. So
yeah.
I'm just looking forward to keep playing and keep competing with all these guys.
Being a fellow All-American, like what are some of the things you admire about some of these guys? Like being here with them for a day or so, just what do you admire about them the most? You'd say?
It's crazy. I was telling Jordan McCabe, it's like we've seen each other. We followed each other so long, and to see in person, it's just like see everybody in person. It's so weird. It's like we know them already, but it's just cool because everybody has the same dreams and aspirations as you, and to get to click with them, it's easy. It's definitely extremely motivating to be around all these guys, and they have all this, and North Carolina commit and all that. So it's
absolutely
awesome to be around
absolutely. Them. So who's one of your favorite players growing up to watch? Who you kind of model your game after?
I wouldn't say I try to not model my game after anyone. I try to be original. But some people, I love the killer mentality of Kobe Bryant. Like, that's something I always love, man. Just the way, like, no matter how hard you work, man.
Right. I love it. Mamba mentality. See, he gets it. I love it, man. I love it. One of your bigger storylines this year as well is who's the whole Riff Raff cousin.
Yeah, we're cousins. Our moms are sisters, but we haven't seen each other for a while. But he's grown up, and his hops are out of this world, man. Uncontrollable. He has NBA attitude. You know what I mean? So like with that, you can't coach that. Of course, we don't win.
Explain us the whole Riff Raff story. How that came up.
Those are all-star moves. He could play against NBA players right now, but they have their rule. You got to go to college first. So he's going to Georgetown first. We're over here in the French quarters.
When I was younger and I was in the AU circuit, he contacted me and was like, he's just trying to get me some publicity and things like that, which I'm very appreciative. We're not related in any way, but, he did a lot for me, getting me on social media and stuff like that, so I appreciate him in that sort.
That was just out of the blue, right?
That was definitely out of the blue.
That's dope. But you know what, though? I say this is funny. Black people, we do that all the time. We claim people as our cousins all the time, so that's totally normal. Shout out to Riff Raff, man. Listen, man, you're going to play for a Hall of Fame coach and Patrick Ewing at Georgetown. Like, what are some of the things? What does he describe your role coming in for you to be?
I want to be a big role, and he said, what he said. He needs a lot of guard play and everything like that. And what I love about him is he's a winner, and I'm a winner. So.
Absolutely.
I feel like that's the main thing we connect on.
Absolutely. That was a big commit for you. I think you and James are going to Georgetown.
Sir.
Oh God, that's gonna be a crazy backcourt, man. So 5 years from now, we're talking to Mac McClung again. Where is Mac McClung in 5 years?
Hopefully NBA All-Star. I mean, I want it. Like, I know people are afraid to say things, but like, why play if you don't want to be it? You know
Absolutely.
what I mean? So.
Absolutely.
Hopefully I'll be at the top. So.
Absolutely, man. My last question is Georgetown centered as well. again, you're going to Georgetown. You and Allen Iverson struck up a friendship in the last week of the Iverson Classic. What advice did he give you going into Georgetown? And like, what was the best piece of advice he gave you?
He just told me to fight. He said, you know what I mean? He said, believe in yourself and fight. He said, it's going to be a fight. So that's the main thing he told me, is just go get it.
Absolutely. Well, Mac, man, thank you from everybody at Ballislife here, man. Like, keep doing what you're doing, bro. Keep changing the culture. I appreciate you coming on, man.
I appreciate
Thanks, bro.
you. Thank
yes,
you.
sir.